Well, weather-wise, our Friday was a pretty nice day. We started off pretty chilly, but for the afternoon with lots of sunshine, just a little bit of cloud cover, we actually had a pretty warm day with temperatures warming into the mid to upper 70s for most of us. We had a clear sky for our sunset view right around 7:30, and we still have a clear sky out there right now. Temperatures cooling off into the 50s, but humidity levels are in the increase. The dew point temperatures are in the upper 40s, lower 50s, so that means for tonight, conditions will stay a little bit milder than last night. And we also do have the risk for some areas of patchy and dense fog developing by early Saturday morning. Temperature-wise, we will be cooling off into the 40s and lower 50s for most of us. 49 is the forecast low temperature for Savannah. And as far as that fog, most of it, we do expect it to be a little bit denser in the southern part of the area down to McIntosh County and along the Altamaha River. But everyone has that risk of having at least a little bit of patchy fog developing first thing in the morning, but as the temperatures rise, that will no longer be an issue by the mid-morning hours, and we will have a mainly sunny sky for the afternoon. Temperatures will top out in the upper 70s to lower 80s, so it's going to be a fantastic day to spend it outdoors, but there are some changes on the way as another storm system makes its way into the southeast for the second half of the weekend. But until then, for Saturday, high pressure will keep us pretty nice and warm. There is a weak boundary moving through the midsection of the country that will not really have a huge impact on our forecast, but some moisture from the Bahamas and this system that's forming over the Pacific Northwest will be diving down across the country over the weekend, and it will become a strong cold front, and a lot of storm activity will be developing ahead of that. So by the time it gets to us on Monday, we will still have a risk for some strong and severe storms in the southeast, including for us here in the Coastal Empire and Low Country, and damaging wind. Isolated tornadoes will be possible for this. Along with that, heavy rain will be a concern. But even without severe storms, as this frontal boundary moves through, we will have gusty winds setting up for us. And then the colder air moves in for early next week. Tennessee and into the mountains of North Carolina. Wintry weather is a possibility. So as far as the severe weather risk, the entire state of Georgia just about is included in that. But the primary risk area is north of the Savannah River into Charleston and into the Midlands and PD of South Carolina, of course, eastern North Carolina for Monday. So hour by hour for us on Sunday, some showers become possible. Cloud cover will be increasing. We'll have a strong southerly breeze with temperatures in the 80s, drying out overnight, but then more thunderstorm activity will start to set up overnight and into early Monday morning, perhaps as early as 3 and 4 o'clock ahead of the frontal boundary that will make its way toward the coast, and we will have that potential for strong and severe storms setting up. That will continue into the afternoon hours, some light to moderate rain setting up for the evening, and as that clears out, then the cooler air will move in time for St. Patrick's Day. For tonight, 49 degrees for the low temperature, and then for Saturday and Sunday, lower 80s with the storm chances and shower chances moving in for Saturday. Monday will be weather aware because of that potential for strong and severe storms, and then much colder for St. Patrick's Day itself, 36 degrees for low temperature, 55 for the high, and then a freeze is possible for us by Wednesday morning, but conditions will warm back up in time for Friday for the start of spring.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Scott.